Hey, good morning. We are going to go pick up the Mustang today. We're going to drop off the Model T parts for blasting. So I got to get this out of here so I can get that out of here. That car's got to stay because it's taken apart, putting in a stereo for a friend. But I'm really excited about picking up that Mustang. I cannot wait to see it. So I need to get busy. It's already friggin' 8:22. Man, I've been lazy this morning. Hot. Woohoo! Alrighty, where am I going to put this at? Now, just gonna put it here. Where'd my phone go? Phone. God, that Chevy leaks a lot of oil. Had a phone. So that's about all the parts I'm going to be taking to the blaster for the Model T. I think we got everything we need. There's a bunch of stuff I'm not taking. I'm not going to take the frame. I'm not going to take a couple things that are easy for me to clean, but these big panels, it'd be so much easier if he just blasted them. That seat would be a nightmare to try to clean. I'm just trying to get everything looking really nice before I decide to start working on it and painting it and assembling it. So yeah, just trying to get things cleaned up before we make it really pretty. So that's all we're gonna take to him. So right now I'm gonna wait for my brother-in-law to get here, and my dad. He is gonna help today, but again, he's not gonna be pushing that big old car around. It's not that big. And so we just wait. Okay. All right, boys and girls, we are on our way to get the trailer and then the Mustang. I cannot wait for this, but I'm gonna have to. So I didn't blast things I'm gonna remove. The rest of it looks great. Nice. Awesome. Excellent. Oh man. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Looks nice. I like it though. And that's why we're replacing the frame. Okay, so we're dropping off the T-parts with Aaron here with Battleborn Blasting. Really do recommend him. He did an excellent job on the Mustang. Getting these parts blasted back to the shop in a couple of days. Alright, see you soon. Should be on the door. I think with 4 headlights, I want to say like 63 or 4.
I think Jason said it's a 64, but I wouldn't swear to it on even.
I'm not sure. I don't know enough about the. I love that body style, but I don't know enough about
Yeah,
it.
you can make a really cool pickup.
Absolutely. I love step sides. They're one of my favorites. It's 66.
66 SS.
I could tell by the tail lights. 396. Is it still a 396 or something else?
Well, no, that's a. Well, it's a big one. Let's say that.
Beautiful. Right on, man. Holy shit, these are awesome. Love it. Very, very, very cool. Yeah, you got to get this back on the road, man.
Well, you know, I started to start on it, and then like every time I started, I didn't have another surgery.
Right.
So I was a little scared.
We are on our way back to drop off the flatbed trailer to Mike at Pinnacle Trailer Rentals. I'll put a little advertisement up in the page somewhere so you can get in touch with him, because he's got some nice trailers. And if you're in northern Nevada and you need a big old flatbed to tow something, he's got great trailers. So Mike, thank you very much for the short notice hookup. Hey, good morning everybody. So we got the Mustang back from media blasting, and while there were some surprises, there was also a lot of good news. Some things that weren't as damaged as I thought they would be, and unfortunately some things that are far more damaged than I expected them to be. For one, I thought the roof was in great shape. Now I'm going to show you here that you can see that giant dent right there. That's not really a good thing. And then there's a lot of ripples. I don't know if you can see all that. I'm trying to use the sunlight coming in. So that's not the best news in the world. I thought there were just some shallow dents up here, and there are. Can't really see those at all, but the big dent in the back is probably the most, and the ripples. Yeah, you can kind of see that dent over there. This one here, yeah, that's unfortunate. Like I said, there's quite a few. I might end up just replacing this whole top. I'm not sure. Just because we can work on it. But the other ripples in the back here, they're just concerning. That's all. So start looking at the body parts. So the driver's side fender, which is wrong, is, if you're a Mustang fan, you know that this is a 70 front fender. It's a 69. The difference is you have a side marker light here on a 70. 69 does not. So the 69 fender is okay shape, except for those series of dents right there. There's really no rot in the lower and the rockers, which is good. The 70 is dented at the bottom a little. You can see that's not straight. That's easy to fix. The 70 has a ding up here, little tiny ding there. Overall though, the 70 fender's in pretty good shape. The fender, the flare here, factory flare, is kind of messed up. Not terrible. The 69 is not bad. The flare looks pretty good. It's just those dents, those forward dents are terrible. The front of the 69 right here doesn't look very good. Hopefully I can get that pounded out. Let's look at the doors. So the passenger door, quite a bit of rot along the bottom. So it'll be a big piece of metal we're replacing. Also, something that's not great is right where the handle, looks like someone bashed in the handle right here. You can see it's not in great shape. Overall though, you know, the main body of the door isn't bad. There's a little shallow dents right there. Not too bad. The original driver's door, that's a gnarly little dent. It's pretty deep. Has a very small amount of rot. It also has a cracked screw hole right there. Sorry, there's a lot going on outside. Someone's getting a delivery. This door handle has been pushed in just a little bit down here. That should be pretty easy to fix. There's a little tiny bit of rot on the leading edge over here, a small amount. I can cut that out and replace that. Not a big deal. The trunk lid. Trunk lid's actually in better shape than I expected. I expected more rot and filler. A little tiny dent there. Some damage to the back here. That's probably where it backed into the tree or telephone pole or whatever. Not too bad. The front filler panel is in great shape. A little rolled corner right there, little dents right there, easy to fix. The cowl is in perfect shape, no issues. The rear roll pan has some dentage there, a little Bondo left over, little dents down here. Not terrible. I can be able to fix that. Let's look at the car real quick. So you might be wondering why some of the car's blasted, yet some of the car's still painted. So I'm not going to pay a blaster to blast parts that I'm replacing. So I mean, this part's on order, this part's on order. I've got new quarters on order. I'm not going to pay him to fix stuff I'm replacing. This was a surprise. We didn't see this. So it must have been full of Bondo. Gnarly, dude. That's terrible. Look at all these nice holes. But we're replacing from here down, so not a big deal. The rocker has a little bit of rust right here. Not terrible. Easy to fix. This door jamb looks great. The rocker looks great. Down here, that's weird. but it needs to be fixed, so we'll be fixing that. I am replacing, you know, this is obviously, we saw this earlier, and this is all whoop-de-doo wavy, whoop-de-doo wavy. All of that's getting replaced mostly. I did have him do the firewall, and while it looks fine in the engine compartment, let's roll on over into the inside of the car. There's a heavy amount of rust here on the inner structure, so the driver's side's far worse. Got to figure that out. Doesn't show up on the outside of the car. We're replacing the floor pan. We are replacing the inner fenders. We're replacing the trunk area. We're replacing, I went ahead and ordered a new core support as well. Mostly because, you know, we got to replace the front cross member anyway. There and there's pretty rusty, and on the bottom is pretty rusty. But you can buy a whole entire core support. Oh man, I see a plug I forgot to remove. Hold on. Not a big deal. Driver's side of the car. No rust issues here. Nothing along here. So this rust area right here I was real worried about, and it actually isn't so bad. So once we get the quarter skin off, we can fix this little area right here. Not a big deal. I have a little tiny bit of rust right here in the rocker. I figured there was going to be far more filler here, and there was none. None. A little dense, but that's about it. Something I didn't like. Oh yeah, right here. This is weird. So this is bubbled out. I don't know if you can really see that on camera, but this needs to go in. This whole area needs to be done in. And it could be from this, whatever happened here. It could be from that. We got to figure that out. Gosh, that roof bugs me. Can you see those? I mean, I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. And a lot of ripples. It just makes me want to replace the whole thing. Especially if you paint this in a dark color. So now what we're going to do, before we start cutting stuff out, is the car has to be reinforced. You can't just cut out structural components and expect the car to be in the same shape it was in. I mean, when you go start putting other parts in, things might not fit right. So we have to weld cross braces in here. We have to do all kinds of fun stuff. Look at how pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Not so bad. Rubber. Alrighty. Well, need to get busy. Well, just saw something on the Mustang that might make things a little more difficult. I'm still gonna save the car. I've owned it too long to throw it away at this point, but let me show you something. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video. The car's twisted. So if you look here and line up the back window channel, let me go in the center here. Line up the rear window channel with the front window channel. See how the passenger side is about 1.5 inches higher? So it makes sense due to the accident it was in. I mean, these old, especially these Mustangs, they don't have a frame. They are unibody construction. And they really, let me come up a little, see how, let's line up the, look how much driver's side dash you can see compared to the passenger side. It's all due to this accident. More than likely, ran up on something. Oops, sorry, as I throw the camera towards the car. Lifted up the passenger side of the car, which might have caused that weird bubble there and that huge dent in the top of the car on this side. It's not the end of the world. We are going to be putting this car on an actual frame and that should level it out. But what I need to do, it's going to take a little time, is I need to make something to hold the car here and on that side from underneath. So I have metal to do that, but I need more metal. I need to go buy metal. Buying metal. So not that this car is going to be on hold, it's just going to be prolonged a little bit. I mean, you can really kind of see. It shouldn't really have been a surprise to me, honestly. More fun. Always got to be more fun. How's that? Is that level? Are you level? I'm level. So, cheers. I'm gonna need a lot more coffee. Hey everybody, so that's going to do it for today's videos. Did I do multiples? I don't think so. That'll do it for today's video. Yeah. Okay, we'll see you next time.